Thank you so much, Jan, for this amazing introduction. As for the Vrtx stock analysis, Vrtx is currently evaluated at $94.86 billion, and its top shareholders are Vanguard, BlackRock, as well as Capital World Investors, a sector dominated by major holding companies. As for the events to watch in the future, there is a Q3 call for all investors that is happening on November 6th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will be an important event as it will hint at the direction of the company for the next few months. The tools that will be used in this presentation to determine stock action will be support, resistance, and trend lines. So, for the daily analysis, there is indeed quite a strong upward trend, as we can see on this image. The daily analysis shows plus 1.72% compared to yesterday, which is a pretty good increase compared to a one-on-one day ratio. Those are important press releases. One might want to check them in order to take informed decisions on trading. As for the 5-day analysis, there was a minor dip of 0.95% in the past 5 days, which should, in fact, reverse because, as we will see, most trends give into a strong upward momentum, which may be called a bullish momentum in trading terms. So I included for you all to see that the Vrtx stock forecast should be increasing regularly on a day-to-day ratio. So weekly, we should have approximately a $5 increase in the stock action price. As for the monthly analysis of Vrtx, this is only a slight upward trend. And as we can see, plus $18, plus 5.34%, which is quite minor compared to the daily analysis of 1% that we just went over. The 6-month analysis. Slight upward trend once again, but one may consider it strong because of its 11%. But once again, it is relative because on a longer period time frame, with inflation and other factors, it may be considered strong. However, the uptrend is there and is clearly present if we were to draw a trend line. As for the yearly analysis, particularly in the last months of 2023, there is a large increase of 20% in the last few months, which is pretty significant to the stock action. As for the 5-year summary, there was a dip in the COVID period, which was pretty significant, but there was also a slight upward trend because, as we know, Vrtx is a pharmaceutical company and it was not so much affected by COVID as were other companies. It had the possibility to innovate further and provide medical solutions in an era where pandemic can influence largely the world economy. So from start to finish, as we can see here on this graph, there is a 7,779% increase, which means, to put it in simple terms, or to paraphrase, consequently, that if one were to put $1 in 1991 in this particular stock, then today said person would have $7,877. Of course, it's a hypothetical figure, and it would be very hard to know that $1 would equate to $7,877 in the current market cap. So, as provided here, there is an example of technical analysis with daily resistance and daily support. For the period from August to October, there is a clear daily support that is at $343 per stock, that bounces on the daily resistance of $360 per stock, and should be expected to break through said resistance from the period of November to December. It should pretty much land in the weekly resistance, as we can see on this image. Furthermore, the next image clearly indicates that after a short dip from the period of October 10th to 16th, there will be a very high increase that will go all the way to $370 per stock, which we are seeing right now. And this is pretty significant in the stock analysis of Vrtx. As for the two links, I have provided two links for further comprehension of this particular stock. For all listeners that tune into the Trusty Stoncks financial podcast, it is a resource that we made available for you, and we invite you to check it out. So that pretty much concludes my analysis for the Vrtx stock. And another thing that one may add is that we ought to make very enlightened financial decisions based on the knowledge of many sources, and one source may not be enough to take financial decisions on a certain topic, especially with the volatility of the stock market. On behalf of the host Jan, I thank all of you for your support in the Vrtx stock analysis.